Man, I really didn't want to make this video. I mean, when I first got these cars, I was super excited, and I really wanted to talk about them. But after I got them out for a very obvious reason in a little bit, I was like, oh no, and I didn't want to talk about it. But here we go, right? So these are, except for these two, these are a Hot Wheels Deora series. Deora, if you didn't know, it's not it's not an original Hot Wheels casting. It's an actual car, an actual custom car based on a Dodge A100 pickup. And the original Deora has been one of the most famous original Hot Wheels castings from back in the days. But the first Deora I've ever seen was actually this one. This is from the Wave Cravers 5-pack. Actually, I got that one because it has the shark car in it. That was before I got into like actual collecting. Oh, this part is loose for some reason. There's quite a bit of give. Also, sorry for the horrifyingly overexposure. But no, yeah, that was before I was collecting seriously. And now I'm going mostly for real cars. But I got one in the 5-pack. I was like, this is really cool. What is it called? Deora 2. What do you mean Deora 2? There's a Deora 1, and I realized there's not only a Deora 1. Well, it's not called Deora 1. It's just Deora. There's actually also a Deora 3, which came out later. I've heard a lot of people don't like this casting. I think it's really cool. It says Dawn Patrol. It has like kind of like Californian beach kind of vibe to it. I dig it. I've lived in SoCal for quite a few years, for 4 years, and yeah, I could totally see this cruising down the Los Angeles area, or what's the hill? You know what I mean. Malibu, cruising down Malibu. I don't know what the hill comes from, but I think it's pretty cool. And then I tried to get some Deoras, and I found this pair. These are from the Hot Wheels Racing, and the reason I got this, I finally did this video is because when I opened up the packaging, I actually just saved the 2 cards that came with it. This was before I cut the packaging. Unfortunately, they came in pretty creased, but that's not the seller's fault. Like, he definitely mentioned that these are not mint, but I saved these because I wanted to keep them for a video. And so what's interesting about the Deora, as well as the older styles of Deora 2, and for instance this vehicle here, the Switchback, right? It's got the Switchback. Is that they actually come with surfboards, and these are obviously individual pieces. Now, for the Switchback as well as the Deora 2, it's not super easy to get them out. They're actually sort of stuck here. Like, you have to like actually pull it out, and I'm not gonna do this on video because I'm a little scared and it's not the easiest thing. This Deora 2, for instance, I don't know if it's something wrong with the skateboard or with the car itself, but this one doesn't even come down. It just kind of sits like this, which kind of worries me. By the way, it says, what does it say? Born to Surf. Yeah, it's just really cool. It's just really cool. And obviously for this, it's an actual car. And Hot Wheels Racing, I think their cars have definitely appreciated. Although these one are generally for NASCAR cars, and these obviously aren't. But, oh, by the way, these 2 cars also came with, you saw the weird curvature right here. These are, you actually get stickers, and these are the 2 I got. Doesn't really matter. What we're going to talk about is the cars. So, these Deora 1s actually, oh, it was actually a little tighter fit than I expected. Maybe this one? Yeah, this one, you see, you can just shake it out and just come out. So, in order to keep them in place in packaging, I guess, if these actually come loose, it might like knock around and damage its paint, right? Hot Wheels use rubber bands to keep it in, and after years, and I think they started to use better rubber bands now, although they rarely need rubber bands because there's very, very few moving features in their basic cars. after years, these rubber bands just go bad. This one is actually a better example, and this is the one I'm actually keeping in my actual collection. This is something I keep more loose as. Well, the rubber bands basically disintegrate. I mean, by disintegrate, I mean disintegrate, like break off into 1,000 little pieces. And well, this is what it does to your paint when you actually try to get those pieces out. You see, right where it says Cheerios, this white silhouette was where the rubber band used to be, and if you can see lines going through here and through here on the surfboard. Oh my god, yeah, that's not great. The other side I think wasn't as bad, right? Not as bad, but you can still clearly see the marks the rubber bands left. I also had to clean it off the base as well as the wheels, but that came out a lot better. See down here it says Hot Wheels Vintage. That's really cool. Mattel 1967 Thailand, and also Deora. It's pretty small lettering. These have a metal base, which is really cool. This one has an STP delivery. STP livery, and it's printed 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. There's nothing on the back, but it doesn't really need to be. So this is definitely it says Armor All here. And so these are actually definitely a lot better quality than nowadays, but oh man, that rubber band really did some damage. And God, I was like, oh no. Which is why I kept the cardboard, never threw it out, waiting to do a video, but like I never wanted to actually make the video. This is the other one in a also very iconic Citgo livery. This is better one of the two. Yeah, you don't really see much here. If you touch it, you can feel there's a kind of a bump here where the rubber band used to be. It feels really weird. And I also got some damage here. It says Super Guard, and the D is, well, damaged. And there's no real damage on the other side. The Super Guard use kind of different font. This is not from any damage of any kind. Down here it's basically the exact same thing. Deora, Mattel 1967, Hot Wheels Vintage. So yeah, this is when I look at my only two Deoras. I'm curious. I do want to get a couple more in better conditions. And I'm just going to be very careful about rubber bands. It's something I've heard a lot about, but I just never put too much thought into it. And now I know why everyone hated them. But like I said earlier in the video, there's just not really many moving parts in Hot Wheels, not many detachable parts. We do still get surfboards because surfboard cars are still one of the coolest and, well, most classic, nostalgic Hot Wheels cars out there. For instance, this cool combi, basically this tuned up Hot Wheels Volkswagen T1 Transport. The T1 van or bus, however you want to call it. This one actually you can see two surfboards at the back, but these are not. Also, you see the engine right here, which is really cool. The opening hatch, well, the opened hatch. It doesn't really open with the wheelie bar. You can see two surfboards here. Is it two or is that? Yeah, it's two surfboards together, but unfortunately, it is part of the interior piece, and it's not really. You can't really take them out. It's still cool to see this. Still some of that lineage left, although yeah, you just don't get separate pieces, and Mattel is even trying to cut down existing pieces within the vehicle itself. Right now it's they try to do everything 3 pieces. Back then there was like 4 or 5 pieces. You get like a separate spoiler piece or whatever. Now it's just interior, body, and base. I mean, I get it for cost savings and stuff, but it's kind of unfortunate losing a lot of the older Hot Wheels charms. But this is my look at 2 Deoras. It's a really cool car. Oh, by the way, this one also has printing down here. It says Citgo. It has a gorgeous profile. It has a really interesting history. The real car looks really nice. This one is going to be in my collection for a long time. This one is going to be in my loose storage. It's going to be boxed up again after this video. It's really cool. Really cool. I'd be interested in getting a couple more as long as they're in better conditions and there are no Devil's rubber bands. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching.